hope you all are having a wonderful day. I know it's a little rainy out, but hopefully that sun will shine here sometime soon. I want to say thank you to our sponsors before we get started: Hy-Vee, Unity Point and Trinity Muscatine, Muscatine Power and Water, Becky Insurance, Toyota of Muscatine, Rivo Plumbing and Heating, Impact Fitness and Nutrition, Lutheran Living Senior Campus, Impact Life Blood Center, Mayor of Muscatine, Muscatine County Fair, Harper Cycling and Fitness, and Muscatine Walk to End Alzheimer's. A couple events that are happening. So tomorrow, January 20th at 7:30, our Muskie girls basketball is going against Bettendorf. If you can't make it in person, you can watch it here through Discover Muscatine. It will be on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, MPW Channel 3. It will also be on Firefox and Roku, so plenty of opportunities to see our Muskie girls, so be sure to go and check that out. Next week is the Muskie Cake Boosters for the cake auction, so you still have time to bring in a cake. So drop-off times is Friday the 27th from 12 to 4. The theme is decades, so anywhere from 50s to 2000s. You think of it, it is a cake design, so bring those in, more the merrier, to help our Muskie Cake Booster auction. More the merrier. They are awesome. I love them. I've heard some designs, and I'm literally looking forward to seeing the our final piece of them. Also, this Saturday is here at this Hy-Vee is the Health and Fitness Fair. This is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It will be here, most likely down on the other side. Hy-Vee will be doing some samples of some of their new and most popular nutrition products. This can be anywhere from protein shakes to bars, you name it, anything that is in that health market area. They are also going to be doing 20% off any of their health market area and also the health and beauty care items. So 20% off on Saturday from 10 to 1. Some local businesses that are going to be there: Impact Fitness and Nutrition, Anytime Fitness, Muscatine Y, and the Boxing Club. So if you are looking forward to starting your 2023 year with health and healthy lifestyle, fitness and nutrition, this is where you need to be. These businesses are absolutely amazing. They all want to achieve the same goal of living a happier and healthier lifestyle, one healthy habit at a time. I absolutely love all of these businesses. Obviously, I have to also love my own business. But Anytime Fitness with Cassie, she's going to have some awesome deals. And Muscatine Y, there's always something at the Y for everyone. And the Boxing Club, I really want to learn more about this. I just heard about them last year, but apparently they've been around for a while, but I'm still new and I'm still trying to figure out everything. But I think the Boxing Club would be something really cool and fun to be a part of. So check this out, 10 to 1 this Saturday for the Hy-Vee Health and Fitness Fair. Come check out some of the samples that also Hy-Vee will have offering during this time. I will be promoting this and sharing it out like crazy these next few days, so if you need to double check and have a lovely reminder, you'll be able to find it on Facebook. Hy-Vee today also is doing a 12-hour sale. Started at 8, it will end at 8 p.m. So this could be anywhere from that Smarts Bananas, 24-pack of Hy-Vee water, smoked turkey and chicken breast, their Fresh Express chopped salad kits, coffee, and more. You can find out all of this information on their Facebook page, on their website, Hy-Vee app, and of course here in store. So it is today only, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., so you have plenty of times to get some shopping deals in. Speaking of events that are always happening, United Way of Muscatine is here, which I always love talking to these guys because there's always something that they are doing for the community, whether it's giving back or doing something for even the kids. I have the one and only Hilary and Shane with me. Good morning.
Good morning, Autumn.
So I haven't seen you since the holidays. How was holidays and New Year's for you?
Wonderful, great.
Nice and relaxing.
Local and
Pretty quiet.
Really quiet. That was the trend.
Yeah.
For some reason, this Christmas was just quiet.
How about yours?
Quiet. It was amazing. We didn't go anywhere. We stayed home, and it was really nice.
That's
just
good.
having 48 hours of just playtime was great.
That's
Patrick slept with, he would open up a toy, didn't care about anything else, and then take a nap with it. A couple hours later, open up another one, go to bed with that one. So it took like 2 days to actually go through gifts. The clothes I finally just took out of the bags and put them away.
Yep. Those aren't as exciting, are they?
No, not nearly as much.
We got to spend a lot of time with family, so not a ton of playtime, but he got to play with a lot of his cousins. So.
Oh, that's good.
I didn't play with anything I opened or.
You didn't have any fun toys this year?
Nah.
Oh. Well, there's a Slinky dog that you can
Oh.
play with. It's like the original like Slinky Dog.
Okay.
And
cool.
we had the Mr. Potato Head.
Mm.
So those were the top 2 toys. So those were great. Before we get started, as you know me, I'm very active on social media and Facebook, so I always like to know what's going on. And you had a post about needing some volunteers for the community investment team.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So, so United Way, we raise money throughout the year, but a lot of campaigns run in the fall. And so we then grant that money out to organizations that are focused on increasing self-sufficiency, specifically in education, housing, and household stabilization, more basic needs types things, crisis stabilization. And the way we determine what grants get awarded and the amounts is by volunteer teams reviewing those.
Okay.
So we're always looking for volunteers to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
There are no specific requirements other than you have to be interested in determining where funding goes.
Okay.
And then those volunteers sit on a team, they'll review grant applications, watch videos, have some Q&A time with the program staff that are applying for the grants. And then the team makes the recommendation to our board on what to fund and at what levels.
Okay. And was there a couple things happening in February that you were looking for then?
Yeah, the grant teams do most of their work in February.
Okay.
And it's done remotely, so there's no, you don't have to like come to in-person meetings necessarily. It takes around, guesstimate, 3 to 4 hours maybe in the month of February.
And
so
in
it's
the
not a
comfort
huge
of
time
your own
commitment.
home, or
Yep.
That's always nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so it's one of the ways that that people can be involved in the process, see where their money goes maybe, and also it's a great way to learn about different programs that are going on in Muscatine, because a lot of times people don't, unless you have to use the services, you may not know all of the programs that are out there and what they're doing and that kind of thing. So it's a way to kind of learn about that too.
I say I've been here for almost 4 years, and there's always something new that I'm learning, and there's never enough information or time to actually be able to see the amount of list of different organizations, events, profits that happen here. So that's a really great learning opportunity as well.
Yeah, we're doing training. We have a training tomorrow, and then we have one next week. So if anybody's interested, they can get a hold of me.
Okay.
It's just Shane@unitedwaymuscatine.org.
And is this training in person then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We do have a virtual option if people need the virtual option, but we do have it in person at our office as well.
There we go. I like that. And I know that if you go to the website, United Way of Muscatine, I know that there is a volunteer option there. So that is basically one of the best resources to go to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Always up to date. And speaking about raising funds, you have something fun going on tomorrow morning.
We do. We have our Kids First Pancake Breakfast, the first one of the year. We do them quarterly, so it's tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. at the Midwest One Bank Walnut Room. If anybody wants to have a to-go order, you can call our office today by noon to have that placed ahead of time. You can let us know how many you want, what time you want to pick them up, and we'll have them ready to go for you. Or if you come into Midwest One tomorrow between 7 and 9, you can either eat there in person or we can package it up to go then as well.
Very nice. And then is this donation based as well?
Yep, it's free will donations. And so this is one of 5 fundraising events that we have annually to support the Kids First Fund. So there's 4 pancake breakfasts and then our annual Vintner's Dinner. So we encourage everybody to come out and support the Kids First Fund. I know I've talked about it on here before, but last year we helped over 1,000 kids in Muscatine County.
Wow.
To the tune of $30,000, over $30,000 of support, and we purchased things for them, school-age children like alarm clocks, and helped with testing fees, and paid for registrations for sports, or bought some band equipment and books and things like that. So all kinds of different ways to support children in our community so that they can eliminate their barriers to education and be able to be involved in extracurricular activities.
And maybe for someone that's watching right now, can you kind of just quickly explain what the Kids First Fund is?
Yeah, so it was established back in 2009 by a group of community members who noticed that there was a need in the community. There were some children who wanted to go out for golf, but their families couldn't afford to pay the registration fee. So they got together and established the fund. Since then, it's really grown, and now we work primarily with the people within the school districts of Muscatine County and at L&M. And if the staff at the school identify a need for a student, they fill out a quick application form. We really try to make it very easy, and we're able to get the resources that kids need right away. So a lot of times it's things like shoes, backpacks, different school supplies, clothing, snow boots and snow pants, you know, things like that that the child may need. And we have a quick turnaround time. So I know recently we had a resource navigator at one of our elementary schools reach out because something happened with a student unexpectedly and they didn't have some of the things that they needed for their basic needs. We went out and had the supplies to them within an hour.
Wow.
So the turnaround time, it's developed so that it can be quick like that. There's not a lot of red tape, which makes it really, really great. And then, you know, we also focus on making sure that those children are able to connect with their peers and with their community and with their schools, and participation in extracurricular activities is one way to do that. So we help fund one time per year a registration fee or purchase of equipment for, you know, their extracurricular activity up to $50.
Wow. I mean, the turnaround time is what is incredible too.
Yeah.
Because it's not, you know, putting in a request in, like, you know, buying something on Amazon for something and you're waiting X amount of days. You're able to provide that right away. You have an incredible team too. You were Santa this year, which I loved hearing your story the last time you were on as well. Is just helping these kids just live a happier lifestyle and just being able to enjoy and have the things that they need, basic essentials.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah, and the goal is to really cut down on the red tape, and so there's not like a big approval process or anything.
Yeah.
Really, that, as Hilary said, to get that turnaround time quicker.
And there are times that, you know, for instance, before the big snowstorm, Walmart may have been low in stock and farm and fleet of certain snow pant sizes, so we did have to order some online, but typically we can get things longest time within a week, but the approval process doesn't take any time.
Oh, that's awesome. I know that was the one big snow. I know Iowa City got snow yesterday. I was like, you can have it, just keep it. We don't need it. I know that we want to have it because, you know, snow pants, we want to go sledding. We do, but we don't want to deal with the snow shoveling.
No.
And you're doing something very special coming up here in February. You've been giving so much, and, you know, the Muscatine community has been involved nonstop. You're saying thank you to them in this way. So currently you are going through the nomination base. So let's talk a little bit about, one, how did this start?
So we've done in the past, we've had separate volunteer celebrations and then end of year campaign celebrations where we recognize volunteers and donors separately. This year we decided to combine it into one event because really we want to make something truly special and have it where we can recognize all of the great things that are being done in the community by our wonderful community members and organizations in one big celebratory event. And Midwest One Bank was generous enough to sponsor it, so there's no fee to attend, which is wonderful. The event is a Live United celebration. It's going to be February 22nd at the Merrill Hotel Ballroom, and it's going to be from 11:30 to 1 o'clock. So we are super excited for this. We are accepting nominations through next Friday, January 27th. So I encourage you, if your business or organization has been involved in volunteerism in the community or had a really exciting workplace campaign for United Way this year, please make sure that you're applying and submitting that nomination form online. You can find the nomination form on the homepage of our website. If you just go to unitedwaymuscatine.org, it's right there. You click on the Live United celebration and you can nominate both an individual or a student or your business. So we really encourage people to get their nominations in. We know there's tons of great things going on in the community, and typically people that are working within an organization know better than anybody else what kind of volunteer activities that your organization's done this year. Did you help with, you know, school supply drives or hygiene drives or community baby shower, all these great things. And then volunteering out in the community. I know a lot of people have done a lot of great work with Day of Caring and beyond. So we really just want to recognize those businesses that emphasize giving back, however that is.
I think that's great too. And then, I like how you break it down into individuals, small business, mediums, and larges.
Yes.
Because some people, small businesses might just be that one person. And then can we talk about the different awards and what each one of them mean?
Yeah, so we have the Hand Raiser Award, and that's really our volunteer-based award.
Okay.
So it's the award for an individual, the most hours volunteered for a company, the most percentage of employees who volunteered, or the greatest number of hours. So whatever data that you have, we encourage you to submit that on the nomination form. Our goal for next year will be to get everybody to use our volunteer website, which is volunteermuscatine.org, and track your volunteer hours on that, because that'll be much easier for us to go in and just pull the data and say, wow, XYZ Corporation, their employees volunteered over 400 hours this year. That's so amazing. It's a great resource for the community to use, and then for the organization to be able to put out there too in their newsletters and to the people who support them as well. So we encourage that. The Game Changer Award is the award for the individual donor or companies with the most engaging workplace campaigns. So that's based on donations to United Way. And then the Spirit of Giving is kind of a combination of the two. It's an award for the individuals and for the companies who make impactful contributions through volunteerism and through giving.
A couple of my athletes had mentioned that Spirit of Giving award, and they're like, we thought of you. And I was like, well, that's very kind of you. Well, thank you for saying that.
That's nice, yeah.
I was like, but I feel very awkward nominating myself.
You know, we've heard that. We have heard that. You're not the only one who said that.
Okay.
And I can definitely understand, you know, how that feels. But truly, the people that are working for an organization are the ones that know the best what's going on. You know, an outsider may not realize all of the great things that are being done within an organization. They don't know how much emphasis is placed on volunteerism or philanthropic giving, you know, those kinds of things. So truly somebody within there probably has the most information and the best data to submit that nomination.
The last time you were on here, I was telling Scott about this, and he's like, so do we nominate ourselves? Like, I don't know. So I felt more comfortable once some of my athletes said, hey, we saw this, we thought of you. And I was like, okay, now I feel better about like submitting and putting the information. And then I was reading the questions, and I really had to think, because I didn't have the volunteer.org website to really think about, wait, so how much time have I trying to look back in 2022? I was like, that's a lot of information to really think about. So I saw, I think it was yesterday or maybe 2 days ago, you posted the link of use this website. I was like, oh, this is so easy.
Yes, it's a great way you can find volunteer opportunities. We have right now 848 volunteers registered on the website. So nonprofits from all over Muscatine County can go in and put any volunteer opportunity they have. So it's a great resource for everybody. It's free to use. So the nonprofits list their volunteer opportunities. As a user or community member, you go in and you can say, oh, that looks interesting, I'd love to do that. Sign up for it, and then you can track your hours. Even if it's an opportunity that's not listed on the website, you can still track your volunteer hours there. And it makes a really handy little volunteer resume for you. And to your point, there's no way when you look back over the year that you're going to remember every little thing you do. But if you make a point to track it once a month or once a week or whatever your time frame is, that will help you to really know the impact. And what we're wanting to do as a community is see, what is the community impact of volunteerism? How much time are people in our community giving to support these nonprofits? Because the truth is, most of them couldn't operate without volunteers. They wouldn't be able to function. So we really want to be able to track that and recognize that, so we can show as a community all the great work that everybody's already doing.
Did you use that website last year then too? Did you pull like the grand total?
So we have looked at the grand total. Right now, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of people that are logging their hours. So we're really wanting to push for that in 2023.
I'm going to need like a monthly newsletter. It's like a
we
monthly
can do that.
A
Sign
monthly
up for
reminder.
Newsletter. Yeah, so we want to push for that, because when we initially conceptualized the Live United event, the thought was, we'll just pull people who log their hours on the website. But the truth is, not a lot of people have done that. So this year, we're doing the nominations online through a Google form. Next year, our plan is to only look at the hours that are logged on the website. So that's a big, hopefully, incentive for people and businesses to encourage their employees to log their hours there, because then we can say you can choose, right, which organization you work for, and then I can pull a report and say, okay, it looks like everybody from XYZ organization volunteered this many hours, and this many people, different people volunteered.
And that not only, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
I was going to say, not only does it make the person logging hours easier, it's got to make your life a little bit easier to just be able to pull from one source too.
And it's handy for the companies as well, because it's something that I think there's been a big push nationwide really for companies to say, like, what is the impact that we're doing? How many hours are we volunteering? There's a lot of companies that are looking into embedding like volunteer time off as a perk for their employees, because so many people are wanting to give back to the community, and how can the company support that? So if there's a business in town that wants to partner with us and have us, be able to track that specifically for them and send them monthly reports, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah.
And then also, obviously, we're going to use it for this Live United event, and then people can just use it on their own, because it's great for students to track, for scholarships, or even people are applying for jobs, to know the volunteer hours and what they've accomplished throughout their lifetime.
Yeah, and I think the other cool thing about the site is that it's the same site that's used across the state for volunteer centers. So that's how the state gets their volunteer totals for Iowa as a state, reporting volunteer numbers.
Okay.
So every year we get ranked, the states get ranked based on volunteerism, and that's one of the metrics they use is how many hours were logged throughout the statewide system.
Okay.
And so this system is one that's used across the state to help provide those numbers. So
it's very important to log your numbers.
So we remember Iowa Nice, right? We want to show everybody how nice Iowa is and log your volunteer hours in 2023.
Yeah, that, I would say using that, I got ours registered, I got the business registered. It was so nice to just actually have a system just ready for me. Because trying to go back into 2022, thank goodness I didn't throw away my planner. So I'm flipping through my monthly, seeing, okay, we did, but how? I was like, nope, this is not, this is not working. Trying to go back to January of last year is not possible. How do the winners of each of the the 3 awards get kind of chosen and picked out based off of the categories?
We have a group of volunteers who will review the nominations that come in and the criteria, that are listed that we talked about already. They'll look at that and base their recommendations for winners on the criteria for the award and the nomination form. So when you're putting in a nomination form, the more information you can include, the better. So if you're talking about the way that your business or organization gives back to the community, or the cool, engaging workplace campaign you did, the more data you have, the better chance it is that those volunteers will truly understand what you did throughout the year.
So more the merrier.
Yep.
Not single sentence, provide a lot of information. And this is a free event to attend. Yep. Do you need an RSVP?
Yes, we do need an RSVP in order for you to attend. It is due by February 8th. The event's February 22nd. So nomination deadline, January 27th, RSVP deadline, February 8th. And then with your RSVP, if you have any kind of dietary restrictions, please submit those to me at the time of your RSVP, because we need to get those into the Merrill so that they can account for that. And then the event is February 22nd from 11:30 to 1 at the Merrill Ballroom.
And how do people contact you to RSVP? What is the best way?
So they can call our office. They can call my number directly at 563-279-4237. Or they can email me at Hilary with 1L, Hilary at unitedwaymuscatine.org.
Oh, there we go. Very easy. Yeah. And I know all this is on the website. You guys always do an incredible job of staying up to date. I never have any issues of trying to find what I'm looking for, which is always nice and easy. These Google Forms are super easy to fill out. Like you said, more information the merrier for businesses and individuals. I know those are also on your Facebook page and website. Any additional information that you would like to share upcoming for 2023?
We are looking for volunteers. So United Way hosts a website called My Free Taxes, where people can go online and do their taxes themselves for free. There's also an option where they can provide information to a volunteer, and then within about a week or so, their taxes will be completed for them. So they would just have to be comfortable sending off their information to that volunteer. But we are looking for volunteers right now still for that My Free Taxes, and they can go to myfreetaxes.com to sign up for that. Again, that's a United Way website and volunteer opportunity. And then they have not opened up the website yet, but at the end of January, they're planning to do that. So once that happens, community members will be able to go online and file their taxes for free.
Oh, wow. And what is the volunteer portion? Like, what are they going to be doing during that time?
There's a number of different volunteer opportunities. So the volunteers can be assisting people with questions about their taxes, assisting people to file their taxes if they're working through that with them. They may be manning, like they're going to have a live chat this year where if somebody's trying to file their taxes and they have a question, they can type something into the chat and a volunteer can respond and help them.
Nice.
They have a phone number. There's people that will volunteer to help, you know, if you're an IT person, help fix different things going on in the website. So there's a lot of different opportunities in there, just depending what your skill set is.
Okay. That was my next question is for these volunteers, is there a type of requirement of skill sets that they need to have?
No, I think they're looking for volunteers and then they'll just slot you in wherever you would be the best fit. So there's training provided, obviously, and then we'll go from there. Yep.
Go. Nice and simple. I like the live chat opportunity. That's always so convenient too.
Yes.
So this volunteer option is another remote, do it at home, so you don't have to go to any location.
Absolutely.
Look at that. So you have 3 volunteer opportunities in February. 3, 2.
Community investment, My Free Taxes, and
So
then,
2.
I mean, there's probably a million different opportunities. We still have reading mentors that we have volunteer opportunities for, tutoring, reading buddies we would still accept volunteers for, and just there's a whole gamut of different things out there. So if you're looking for a volunteer opportunity, certainly not limited to 1 or 2 things. There's a lot of opportunities with United Way and then with our community.
And it's always on the website, on that dashboard, under volunteers. I'm assuming that's where the list.
It'll take you to volunteermuscatine.org, which is the website, and then you can kind of scroll through there. Once you become a user, you can indicate, you know, like what organizations do you want to follow and what interests you. So are you interested in education? Are you interested in advocacy? Are you interested in physical labor? Whatever that might be. And it can then kind of point you in the right direction of the volunteer opportunities that may be of interest to you. But you can, of course, search for other opportunities. It's the same website we use for Day of Caring. So if you've used it for that, it's the same thing that we'll continue to use going forward.
I like the breakdown option. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to do something science related. I know nothing about science, so probably not my category.
Right.
Reading is more my category. I'd like that option. I think that's a really great opportunity. I love the volunteer.org website. I think that's super simple, easy to use. Really want to push, remember that tomorrow is the Kids First Pancake, 7 to 9, Midwest One Bank. You have until 12 o'clock to do to-go orders.
Yeah, to do a pre-order. You will take to-go orders at the event too, but some places like to say like, okay, I'm gonna stop by and pick it up on my way to work. So they'll call ahead, I need 10 orders by 7:30 a.m. Great, we'll have a package ready to go. You come in at 7:30 a.m. and you can take your order, and that's that. You don't have to wait around for it. We have had requests in the past for like curbside pickup, so we'll do that too. And then if they just call our office today, place the order ahead of time, then we'll give them the information they need so that we can run it out to their vehicle for them.
Oh, very nice, very convenient. You're always so helpful. I love it. Any additional information you would like to share? This is a lot of incredible information. So we've got Kids First Pancake tomorrow. You have until next Friday to put the nominations in. You have February 8th to reserve or RSVP, and then the 22nd of February from 11:30 at the Merrill.
Yes.
I think I got everything.
You got it. I'm impressed.
Nailed it. Perfect. Ask me next week, and I'm probably going to flip-flop my dates.
Always a lot of dates for one event.
It always happens. I always flip-flop dates. So I love this. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing all this incredible information. I'm looking forward to this February event and breakfast tomorrow morning. I don't have to cook.
Yes.
It's always a nice thing. Start your Friday morning by not having to cook and come down, enjoy breakfast, enjoy community and company, donation-based for the Kids First Fund.
Yeah. Supporting kids in the community and not having to cook. What's better than that, right?
Yeah.
I think those are my top 2, not having to cook and giving back to the community. That sounds like the perfect way to start my weekend. Perfect. Well, thank you so much both for coming on and, of course, always sharing amazing information.
Thank
I
you.
look forward
Thank
to
you.
hearing more amazing events happening in the spring, but we will hold on to those until next time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
having us.
thank you.
Thank you. So remember, tomorrow morning, 7 to 9, Kids First Pancake. And then tomorrow evening, 7:30, Muskie Girls Basketball. So be sure to not only support our kids within the community, but also our Muskie girls. Wear your purple, have a fun time. Until then, stay happy and stay healthy. I will see you later, Muscatine.
Here at Toyota Muscatine, we're here to serve.
When you buy a vehicle at a multi-brand dealership and it isn't locally owned, it can be difficult to get information that you need.
That's why all of our trained salespeople are focused on one thing, getting you the best deal possible on a new or used Toyota.
And when you pick your favorite, we will help you with financing and maintenance.
We love helping our neighbors.
Come to Toyota Muscatine today.
When you buy a vehicle for Toyota Muscatine, keeping your vehicle safely on the road is our highest priority.
We offer scheduled maintenance and extended service hours for those unexpected repairs.
Our service department's mechanics are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality of care.
Feel free to ask any of our friendly staff if you have any questions.
Come on down to Toyota Muscatine today.
Hi, I'm TJ Deere, General Manager here at Toyota Muscatine.
Hi, I'm Megan and I'm from Muscatine.
My name is Logan and I'm from Muscatine.
Here at Toyota Muscatine, we believe in investing in our community.
And that's why all our members are local to the Muscatine area.
It's why we give generously to charities based in our city.
Because we believe that giving back means paying it forward.
That's why an investment in us is an investment in our community.
We've all been through a lot together, and along the way, you'll find out who really cares for you and who you can trust. Because there's a lot of stuff that happens in life, like those days when the amazing happens, or those days that are really, really hard. That's why you need someone like Unity Point Health. Because when it comes to your health, you gotta have someone you can trust. Unity Point Health. Know how much you matter to this world. Okay, guys, we've been through a lot together. We all know sometimes it gets hard, but it's okay to not feel okay. You know what helps? A good book or going for a walk. Not now, Fred. But what really helps is to talk to someone. Because to take care of each other, you gotta take care of you. If you need to talk to someone, your doctor will listen. Unity Point Health. Know how much you matter to this world.